certain people have written in the course of the week and have come out and said that they didn't think that it was a military solution that was required to handle this matter. What are your thoughts as a security expert?
We've said this several times. And like I said, we have to learn from those who have been fighting terrorism for so long time. United States, for example, FBI is the lead agency, in fighting terrorism since 1909 or 18. The first approach they will use is political approach, which of course the President Jonathan also has inculcated in his doctrine, bringing everybody together. Let us talk to them. Let us understand. Let us know what our enemy, what they are thinking, what they want. They've done that one. It seems that one, it's not achieving anything. Then 2, intelligence gathering. You see, the life and blood of counter-terrorism effort is intelligence. Because all this, like Tycoon said, he said 100 intelligence officers can defeat 3 battalions of army. Because you must know your enemy, know what they are thinking. Because if you don't know them, you cannot fight them. So intelligence is very important. How come nobody even tells us? Today, United States of America happens to be the largest intelligence collection country in all of on earth. So, and they spend so much money. How come we not know before somebody will come and attack the military base? How come we not know that somebody will drive all away from somewhere and enter Nyanya, very close to the capital? And how come we don't know all this thing with all the money we are spending on intelligence? It means something is wrong. Then 3rd, law enforcement. Look, military approach on counter-terrorism is semi-military approach. You have to combine everything. In fact, under normal climate, we adopted Israeli counter-terrorist policy where we use our army, for domestic operation on counter-terrorism. But notwithstanding, we must make sure that police and SS are empowered. There must be serious law enforcement. Look, all the people that have been killing all this, they have been killing firefighter. I call them firefighter because also don't arrest the people behind those people. Those who are funding. I read a report that they are paying $3,000 to recruit people from Niger. Then until you are able to get that person who is recruiting those people and prosecute that person, or if necessary, kill that person, that's number 2. Look at Israeli counter-terrorism policy. If they know that you are the engineer, you are the one doing bomb, they will try everything humanly possible to kill you. The cost of one bullet is better than the cost of war. If possible, for the Nigerian military, that's what we have SSS for, to kill on behalf of the state. Who are their engineers? Who are the people doing this bomb for them? This is not a moral issue. They must be able to fish all those people out. When you are going after all these soldiers, all these we kill 40 today, you are not killing anybody. You are not arresting anybody. Until you are able to track their funding, because that's the 40 system they normally, that's the economic sanction, financial sanction. Look for how they are
follow the money.
Follow the money. It's very difficult to follow the money in Nigeria because our system, the way they are getting money is. I give an example. When OPC was formed here in the Southwest, we have a situation where the rich people, they will come. Look, don't tell anybody. We are not supporting you, but just don't come and attack us. I suspect something like that may be happening to Boko Haram also. All those politicians, somebody came and accused some state governor that every month they normally give them 10 million to leave our state alone. And when they get that money, they know how to are going to use that money. So that's how they are recruiting that money. You cannot tell me that Boko Haram, with what they are trying to do, they don't get money from somewhere. And we have not been able to actually link one country, that international funding, state actor. At a point, they mentioned Nigeria, they got some money from one organization from Nigeria, which is just 40 million equivalent. And the operation of Boko Haram is more than 40 million in the last 5 years. So we must be able to look more. We must be able to look for those who actually, and God presently cannot do it alone. People must come together. That's the reason I see the kind of letter, which of course was written by the governor of Adamawa, as act of irresponsibility. I don't agree with that letter. Because at this point in time, Boko Haram will not differentiate between you and this thing. So they are playing politics with life of people. And we must stop that. Both left, right, and side, they are playing politics with life of people. And history will not forgive them. And at this point, like General said recently, he said, Africa represents 35% of the African people all over the world. Africa, we are the political might of Africa. We are the economic giants now. We must show Africa the way. If Nigeria fail to defeat, even though we cannot defeat terrorism, but if Nigeria fail to defeat Boko Haram, then we're in trouble in Africa.
Okay. Some people in the course of the week have also said, as well as saying that military might is not what is required, some have also said that, God, it's just skipped my mind, that all this is politics and it all has to do with 2015. What are your thoughts?
I think at this point in time, one cannot just wish away or overrule any motive. Because I was at a meeting of CDHR and somebody said that the president is the commander-in-chief of all armed forces in Nigeria, like police, army, and all of them. And that Boko Haram is an armed force. Therefore, the president is commander-in-chief of Boko Haram. And why? Because he has...
That's a curious analysis.
Yes, it's a curious one, but it is also true. The entire firepower of Nigeria. Look, Nigeria has one of the most powerful presidents in the world, created by our constitution. That is why Obasanjo can give an order and a whole town will perish. Odi. Even though what they did was to kill 7 policemen or 7 soldiers, just 7, no. Boko Haram has killed thousands. And there is so much levity. Nobody is ready to take responsibility. And now begin to throw responsibility as well. You are responsible and responsible, whatever. When I heard that a meeting is being called, that they should come, let us discuss, I said we're in trouble. Big shit.
Oops. Sorry.
There is no, I mean what I say, please.
No.
Yes, because there is no way the jugular of a country will be held by a Boko Haram, and then you gather a mammoth crowd to come and decide what to do. The Constitution has been very clear, pointedly.
Giving you the power.
The responsibility lies with the president, not with the governors. You say governor, chief security of where? It is the president that secures each governor. By virtue of his power in that constitution, he controls the police, the army, and all of them. And the police, they report directly to the president, not to any governor. Unless the president has ceded some small authorities to them and say, you can do this. Even the constitution says the commissioner of police of a state has the right to refuse the order of a governor and to rather approach Abuja. That's police, not to talk of army. No governor has power over any army, over any air force and whatever. It's only the president as the commander-in-chief. So let us face the reality. Is that only the president can stamp this. This happened in other countries. We heard of US, UK. You think the president calls meetings of governors? Have you ever had it? Terrorists are coming. They have even bombed the capital of where you sit as president. I'm now calling the governor of Sokoto to come and help me strategize on what to do. That is failure completely. And I don't think we should beat about the bush. Well, there is a saying that tortoise, somebody beheaded tortoise child. The body lied like this, the head lied like this. They started begging tortoise, please don't be angry. Tortoise now say, okay, no, I will not be angry. This is the body. This is the severed head. All I want you to do now is how to ensure that the baby does not die. Already the head is separated from the body. Keep on begging me, but what I have to do is, how will this baby not die? How will Nigeria not die? How will Nigeria not fizzle out? It has been predicted that Nigeria may fizzle out 2015. And when I read that one,
well, President needs support.
I'm sorry.
He needs support of everybody.
No, I'm coming, please. That's where I'm going. When I read that thing, I listened to the response of our people. Oh, Nigeria is a Catholic marriage. It can never break. Nothing can happen. Oh, we reject it in Jesus' name and all the rest. I said, oh, where is that information coming from? That's my first thing. Are there people who are flippant? Do they just open their mouth anyhow? Or don't they have cause? Rather, I started looking deeply into where that information came from. And I realized historically, when they predict something like that, they go after it to ensure it is fulfilled. How they do it? Those who have been following the intelligence community worldwide organizations, you know how they operate. They can even mobilize terrorists themselves. They have machineries that they can use and deploy to achieve this. But we are all just sitting by. I can't imagine such a thing said, and then the entire intelligence community. I agree with him. The intelligence community has failed this country. Nigeria is the only country where I've never heard that the security vote, the vote of the Ministry of Defense, has ever been audited. Have you ever had it? Nobody. So much has been given to them. But how much have they delivered? What have they delivered? Do you go through the budgets for the past 10 years only, just 10 years only, and look at the amount budgeted on defense, for defense, and then look at the outcome. Have they justified that money? They have not. I listened to the Minister of Defense in that their Jamboree meeting, and the man couldn't even say something that will show that this guy has done a lot of research. I have done a lot of research on Boko Haram, more than the Minister of Defense, I tell you.
That's your thoughts.
I tell you what we need to do.
Yeah.
You see, I agree with you, President needs help. It is so obvious now. Because part of their resolution at their meeting is that the government will now equip the army to retrieve the children and to secure. Which means they were not equipped before. You understand? Then
No,
what
they've
happened?
always been
You understand?
equipped, but they need more equipment.
They need more equipment.
Yes.
What happened to all the funds allocated for equipments?
Can it ever be enough, though? Can it ever be enough?
See, it will tell you, in security, they keep on developing new arms.
Yes.
And part of the justification for increased budgetary allocation to defense is that they need to replace. Let's go back to the budgets. Now they are writing. You will see the justification. Then who is asking question? Nobody. And I tell you, people are still feeding. In fact, the major problem is corruption. People are still
we'll get to the issue of
Yes.
corruption as part of the State
It's
of
part
the
of
Nation.
the
But
problem. Even the army, those who are
we'll
fighting
get to
out
that.
there,
Let-
they have information.
Okay,
Some of
that's
their,
fine.
some of their allowances are not reaching them.
We will get to that in a minute.